Good afternoon, Krishni. Welcome to Mahikeng, the capital of the Northwest Province. Yes, indeed, I am standing by with Kaelo Mori. She is a PhD candidate at the Northwest University, also a researcher here at the university and an assistant lecturer. She's going to be telling us more about the findings that she did as far as the expanded public works program goes. She only did it in the Northwest Province. Good afternoon, Kaelo, and welcome to SABC News. Just tell us what led you to do this research on the EPWP.
Thank you very much, Lebo. Okay, I was unemployed beyond my honors degree. I needed somewhere to fit in within the labor market. I saw people with orange overalls. I decided, why not follow suit? I got there, I was rejected, and I said, but what is this program? Is it only for those that are not illiterate, or is it only for those without skill, or is it all for all South Africans? Only to find out that actually it's not for all of us. That's the impression I was given. Then I decided, okay, go back to school, try and find out what's this program, what's its purpose, and who is it for, and find out exactly what happens to these people.
And tell us a bit more about your findings, Kaelo. Is this a good program for the youth of South Africa or not? What did you find?
You know what? In such a complex labor market in South Africa, and high unemployment of poverty, high rates of unemployment and poverty, with regard to youth unemployment, well, it is no comments for that, but EPWP is a good program. If it was effectively and efficiently monitored and evaluated, the assessments would show the projections of prospective evaluations within the program and its sustainability of lives of South Africans. Yes, we do love the program. Yes, we embrace it. But what do people get away with from this program? Is it working for them beyond program participation? And are these people within the active socio-economic climate of South Africa or not? Well, that's something that government has never measured. It's evident that government has never went back to these people and tried to trace back how effective has participating in this program been in the lives of previous participants since phase 1, which is something I did.
And when we were speaking to you earlier, and especially in the package that we just saw play earlier, you were telling us about some of the challenges that participants find themselves in post the program. So you were telling us that some of the skills, you were questioning the credibility of the skills that are imparted. Did you in your findings find that these participants can take their lives beyond that level of employment in South Africa, or do you think that it is still something that can be critiqued and worked through?
Majority of the people I was able to interview and were willing to be interviewed about the program were very explicit about what they gained from the program and what they failed to gain in terms of promise from policy and government at large. Well, these people, majority of them went back into poverty. They are now questioning what is the aim of the program. Basically, they're stuck in a situation where I found myself, whether is this a government safety net or is this a viable agent of socio-economic transformation and development in South Africa? I found out that, okay, these people are okay and secured when they're within the program. Be it your 6 months, 18 months, 24 months, they are secured within that time frame. But beyond that, they find themselves and their families back in poverty, drier poverty.
And what do you think, is there anything that government can do to address that challenge, particularly of the youth unemployment in the country?
Okay, I'm a researcher, and I'm of the opinion that the purpose of research is to identify the gaps and fill those gaps. It's not only government's responsibility or initiatives that are effective in terms of evaluation, assessment, and improving the lives of South Africa. I would say if government could consider partnering with researchers like myself, I'm not saying EPWP is a bad program. I'm saying an EPWP is a program that needs working on at this time and era in South Africa, where there are different groups of unemployment, where there are different groups affected by poverty, where there is now a larger group of the working class, and such things need to be considered. And that's where research comes into play, to say, let's measure the effectiveness of this program. Let's measure the impact that this program has on the lives of South Africans, and what can we do to accommodate the needs of South Africans today and economic activity at large.
Thank you so much. That is Kaelo Mori, a researcher here at the Northwest University. Krishni, you will appreciate that we are just outside the campus, the Mahikeng campus, and of course, these people that you see coming towards the camera are students, young people, also wanting their faces to be seen on the camera. With that, it's back to you in studio.
That was our reporter Olebogeng Kgosilentswe coming to us from the northwest, of course discussing the impact of government's expanded public works